Welcome everyone to Talladega once again for race number 16. David Newhall sits on the pole for today's race, and here's the race command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, engines fired up. We are ready to go here at Talladega. Field is set and they're rolling right off. Alright, so David Newhall takes the pole today. This is second pole of the season, I believe. Where is he? Yes. Starting alongside Sarah Taylor. Not only won the first Talladega event, but also just won Watkins Glen. Could you go 2 in a row and sweep both Talladega races? That victory gained her 20 spots in the points, jumped up all the way to 15th place. A third win. And who knows, maybe she'll be a contender for the championship. Tony Green in the 28. Just barely got a top 10 finish at Watkins Glen after nearly crashing. He is now the points leader once again, gaining 2 spots. He only has a 3-point lead over Ryan Butcher, who remains in second. Josh Harmon has jumped up to third. He is only 8 points back. David Davison has dropped down 3. He is fourth, only 10 points behind. Followed by Michael Brown and Sasha Bright, who are 5th and 6th, no change for them. Stephen Oakes gains 2 spots, he's up to 7th. Colin Bear, Jonathan Wong both lose a spot, 8th and 9th. And Colin Jones gains 7 positions and jumped up to 10th. And I see the 21 of Mitchell Hodak already pulling to the side. And oh, he's blowing up big time. They won't get to the line, so we won't even know what's going to go on with the 21 and Colin Crowd. Oops, no mistake. I don't know. Colin Cropper, who does have a victory this season, a lot higher in the points than we expected to run at Bristol. So he's not going to start this Talladega race. But anyways, we're getting ready to go green here at Talladega once again for the Talladega doubleheader. Both the National and the Cup. Had a pretty good National race. Cup race, well, let's see. Will it be just like the first one, or it'll be completely different? Alright, here we go, getting ready to go green. Green flag is out, we're underway here at Talladega. Side line. Side by side. Still down the back straightaway. So they get up to speed here. Front runners stay 2 by 2. No one's going to pull up to make a pass yet. Coming around to complete the first lap, Newhall still has the lead as they fan out through the tri-oval. Newhall should easily take this lap as they're 4 wide behind coming to the line. 4 wide for second possibly, and oh, that's going to be bad. Really bad. Got 3 cars upside down, I saw. There's the 42. Well, there goes her chances of going 2 in a row. Colin Bear in the 98, and there's Michael Brown, top 5er. Muhammad Zain I saw also go upside down. There's Riley Sampson in the 81, who I think might have gone upside down. 12 car Toby Miller also collected. Back to the stripe. Newhall still has the lead. Fisher in second, followed by Eric Monaco in the 1. Fisher looks to the inside. Can he get the lead? Side by side. Here they come. Newhall has the help, but Fisher's got the momentum, and Fisher will take the yellow flag. Alright, first caution of the day. We'll take a look at the replay. Well, let's see from the helicopter view. So, they're 3 wide, about to go 4 wide. And there's just plenty of room on the inside. These 2 guys, they just get way too close to each other, and Muhammad Zain goes up into the fence. Bear goes upside down. Sarah Taylor also goes upside down. The 81 did not go over. I thought he did. There's a 25 in it. There's a 7, another potential championship contender. And then there's Michael Brown in the 6, who enters this race 5th, just runs right into the back at the 98, and he's just destroyed. A couple more cars like Toby Miller in the 12. There's the 87, also with heavy damage. Our points leader might have been involved. I think it was just the 88. There's a 7. Yeah, you got the 12. There's the 11 of Colin Jones. The 80 of Sasha Bright goes around. There's a 10 and a 26. Yep, 28, 20, Tony Green. He's collected, but not too much damage. And Paul Perry, you see, gets into the outside wall, noses in first, but not too hard. There's Ryan Butcher. He got away with probably just a couple scratches. Ibrahim also collected in this wreck. Kenny Johnson with heavy damage there. Looks like he got into the back of Michael Brown there in the 6. Yeah, they wasted no time going up and over. And yeah, nowhere to go for the 87 car. And then the 6 of Brown. He was still going, but then the 98 slid right in front of him. And that's what took him out completely. Let's go on board with the 77 car. I don't know how he's still driving this thing. But he went up into the catch fence, running in second. You know, qualifying up front here at these super speedways are great. They sound great, but they can easily just get into wrecks just like everybody else. And a wild ride there. He basically rolled into the fence. So it definitely is crazy. So from the TV2 cam, this should give us a really good angle. He gets squeezed into the fence. He's in the roof. Then he twirls around. And I think the 42 went upside down because of the 7. Yeah, they're just all over the place here. So there's Sarah Taylor. Qualified second in this race. Was hoping for 2 in a row in the Talladega sweep. But gets caught up being on the outside. He just boxed in and gets turned over by the 7 car. Also takes a hard shot by the 12 on the door. Colin Bear in the 98. He's 8th in the points too. So a lot of top teners, a lot of the leaders, pretty much almost all of them were involved in this crash. But there's the first caution of the day. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, so take a look here. 29 cars left. You can see that took on a lot of cars. So there's the 6 of Michael Brown, who is 5th. He's going to finish 40th. Colin Bear is 8th. He's going to get 36th. There's a 7 car of Josh Harmon. He'll get 34th today. And also Sasha Bright, who is 6th in the points, going to finish 33rd. That'll be going to be a huge shakeup in the points, especially for the front runners. But we'll put that to the side for now as we're getting ready to go green. The 18 car Arabian Fish are going to lead us to the green flag. Newhall, Monaco, Rowe, Sicily, top 5. Here we go. Green flag waving. We're back underway. Single file for now. Now we got everyone gonna leave the 18 car on the outside as Newhall gets a big push back to the front. Still looking for redemption, the 75 team. They had a good car in Pocono, but ends up falling short. And he almost went Michigan in row. I don't know. Like right, 3 wide here. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Gonna be a little close to the line here. Here they come. And 75 Newhall just led that lap. Eric Monaco in the 1. Out in front. This might be the first time he's been leading this season. The 1 car has definitely struggled so far. Car recently won Indianapolis. I still remember that first Richmond race. Had a great car, but eventually fell back due to a restart and just could not hang on. And then he finished outside the top 10. And he'll lead this lap. Stephen Oaks in the 15. He has also witnessed this season, but he's been pretty consistent. He could come out on top. Well, maybe not on top, but victory would be massive. His 15 car. There he goes to the inside. David Davison in the 4 is also in the mix. There he is on the outside line. And an average finish of 19.67. His 4 car still manages to be in the top 5 of the point standings, but it's been rough. Two wins, 2 top 5s, and 3 top 10s. Both his top 5s came at his victory when he won, but he's got 3 poles, so that's 15 points there alone. So that definitely is a boost. They're 4 wide here, possibly for the race lead. That was a heartbreaker. Watkins Glen, he had a good car. Then he got taken out. 31 car leading the bottom line. Got 3 cars behind helping with the 5, but oh, it's getting tight. No, there they go. Oh, the 24 just got jammed up, and more cars, more leaders get collected. The 31 is leading. The 1 slides down to avoid others. Oh, there's a 1 car heavily destroyed. The 24 of Blaise Ibatar. Heavy damage. Joshua Cecily is leading the race. And he'll take the caution flag. Alright, second caution of the day. I think that just pretty much took out the entire lead pack. We'll take a look at the replay. Alright, let's take a look. There are 4 wide. So I saw the Eric Monaco. He just got a little too close to David Newhall. Might have been trying to side draft a little bit. Looks like they got off, but then also got the 2 car. And the 29. There's Mary Keller just avoided it. Jonathan Wong too. And oh, that's what happened to Monaco. He hit the stationary 24 car. And luckily these guys were able to miss it. So that could have been a lot worse. But Blaise Ibatar got a pretty weird part of the track. I think he hit the crossover gate. Yeah, he did. So that's a section of that small section of guardrail. He got into it. Basically snagged the 24. Man, that would be extremely violent. Although, kind of... Well, I guess it did happen a very long time ago. I don't know if anyone knows, or not know, or seen a pretty brutal wreck. A long time ago, Daytona, a driver actually hit one of those crossover gates, and it just tore the whole front end off, and you can actually see the driver like being flung around, and then got hit again, and yeah, that was brutal to watch. So pretty similar though, but here in NR, that car just stopped suddenly, which is a lot worse. So from here, from the TV2 cam, not only did it take these guys out, so there's a 4, and there's the 18, and then the 9. So that took out these guys, so they weren't quite safe. But this could have been a lot worse, I think. Yeah, 41 and 18 kept going. There's a 33, the other Sokol car. 15 car of Oaks. There's a 5. There's a 94. They go spinning. But they picked up quite enough damage to slow them down, so you gotta wonder about the arrow once we get to the restart. But Calvin recovers. Checker Lightning Blaze recovers. Newhall almost gets turned by the 27. So that's what happened to those guys. And yeah, pretty much only 2 cars were taken out, really, from this crash. But definitely could have a very little in the lead pack. So second caution of the day. We'll take you back to the restart. Alright, here we go. So 23 cars left. So that took out a handful of cars. 27, the 4, the 1, the 24, and the 2. So another DNF for the 4 car. Well, he's ahead of most of his rivals. Still. Another DNF. That makes me wonder how he's so high in the points. Jonathan Wong in a 17. 9th in the points at the moment, so he's another top 10er. There's Mary Keller in the 71. They are 13th, so they were in the top 10, but a string of bad races definitely put them out. Here's Alexander Rowe in the 9, Carlos Rodriguez in the 3, Alan Green, David Newhall, Tim Randolph, Rosario Zara, Brad Cheston, Max Anderson, Ryan Butcher, Tony Green, Mitchell Hodak, Colin Jones, Chris Sang, Jaron Calvin, Raymond Fisher, Johnny Cox, Stephen Oaks, Christian Bracken and Check a Lighting Blaze. Those are the guys that are left. Green flag is out. We're back on our way. In the 17 to the inside here. 9 car Alexander Rowe behind, also quick pass on the 71. So who is left? Can any of these guys stay with the pack? Some of them might be able to. Newell's car doesn't look that bad. So is the 30. He's got some side damage and rear damage. He looks okay for now, but we'll have to wait and see. Alan Green at 29. He might be slow. Might be. There goes a 3. He's going to go down to the inside line. So we got Cecilia out in front. There's 31 team. That has struggled big time. He's looking for a win. So far, only 5 cars left in the pack. It is pretty similar to the first race. Some, I guess, but it wasn't enough. There goes a 9 car to the inside. Trying to make a move, but he's got no help, so Wall will maintain second easily. He'll cover. For the race lead, here comes the 17. No help for the 31. The 9 car was going to make a move wide, or no. He's the only Ford out here. 22 would be the only Pontiac, but it's still a GM car, so realistically it's only the 9 car who is left out. But they'll stay in line. The other Ford is in 6th place. Doing the best he can, but he's slightly off the pace here. Justin in the 43 is in 7th, and he cannot keep up. These 3 on the draft, but a little slow, a little too slow. Here's the rest of the field. There's a ton of Chris Sang, who got caught up in that first big one. Doesn't have a lot of cosmetic damage. He did take a big hit. And he's going only 170 here, and 168 through the turns. There goes a 31 to the inside line, side by side for the race lead. Who's going to lead this lap? 31's got the advantage with the help, and he'll take another lap for himself. Now the Keller switched us down to the bottom. How far ahead they are. 3 seconds, 3.2 seconds ahead from 1st to 6th place. Now 3.2. So we have something similar. 5 cars were left. So it's going to be down to any of these guys. Only the 9 car is the winner, so the other 4 are going to fight a lot harder. Probably. Big lead for the 31. Couple of car lengths ahead. Not much, but much for Talladega. Only 10 laps to go here. Another caution? Unlikely, but anything can happen, of course. Another big mover was Check a Lighting Blaze. 10 spots gained up to 14th place. Anderson, Alexander Rowe, those 2 lost 10. Anderson went to 24th and Rowe went to 28th. 10 car. He's in turns 1 and 2. It's very likely the leaders will catch him. They probably will catch. Just when are they going to do it? Checking out the fastest lap of the race. Looks like it belongs to the 5 car, a 48.53. And the 22, 217, and 33. The 31, who is our leader, is the 12th fastest. Pack here. Here's a 3 car. He's now 6th, but not for long. So these 5 have their own group. So this is a fight for 6th place. Another pair. So another group of 5 cars here. They got 3 over here. Just one spot outside the top 10. And there's Ryan Butcher. Remember, he's only 3 points away. So it looks like he is going to take the points lead after this race. Unless Tony Green. Could be. 31 still got the lead here. We can see the 2 slow cars, the 10 and the 5. About 30 miles an hour off the pace here. Points as well, so there's something to fight for. John DeWong pulls out a line. Can he get that spot? Might be. Closing on the 10 car. A lot of space here at Talladega, so it shouldn't be a huge problem to get around. Just hope they don't cut across the turn, but looks like they're going to do it in the middle of the turn, which is better. And yep, they're all going to have to check up and slow down. Okay, they don't want to go to the outside, they want the inside. Oh, and there goes the 22. Campbell Marsh is smoking and misses pit road. Oh, this could be trouble here. Oh yeah, you can't hear the engine. That thing is done. Again. 22 team cannot catch a break. Will look to be gonna be a good finish, and possibly and these 2 almost wrecked. Well, if they stop on the apron, it might be okay. Might not get a caution. Do not throw a caution. I'm not gonna throw a caution. No point, it's only got 4 cars contending. Alright, 22 stopped on the apron of the track. What is the 240 car doing? No caution, no caution. No caution. Light's still green. Now we're closing in on the 5 car. Gonna catch up in the tri-oval. Sicilian gonna jump to the outside. He wants the inside. There they go. John DeWong gonna go even deeper. So that's 2 drivers with mechanical failures. Actually, I think it's 3. I think it's 3. 2 races on the road, a 22 car running in the top 5, and then something terrible goes wrong. First, Campbell Marsh got caught up in a pretty big crash at the clock. Now, mechanical failure while in the top 5. Would have been a guaranteed top 5 finish at least. And it would have been their 3rd, actually. And potentially a win as well. Anything on the 22 car yet? Nope. Still waiting on what happened. Another slow car to deal with. It's Colin Jones in the 11. It's an extra spot for everybody else. John DeWong gonna go, gonna stay low, gonna go high. 31 is already on the outside line. But he checks up as well. And now he's held up. Here goes a 9 car. He wants the lead. Number 31, that's not good. Got held up for a little bit too long there. The loose touch with the field, with the pack. A small pack. 9 car Alexander Road to the front. Wong to the inside. Probably get the drop of the 9 car, yep. Yeah, the 31's not too far back. Those two side by side, that's going to help. Coming to 2 laps to go here. 2 laps to go here at Talladega. Which of these 4 going to win this race? Will the blue oval overcome the 3 bow ties? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Another slow car. Is that a 10 car? I wasn't going to see the 10 car again, but yeah, he's too far back. Don't think they're going to catch. Probably not. Still nothing on the 22 car. No idea. Oh, and the 10 car had a gearbox. The 4 drivers then. Alright, here goes the 31 to the inside. Coming to the white flag. He's going to have all those Chevys. All 2 of them. And the 9 car is going to be left out. 1 more lap to go. Keller forced on the outside, but gonna dip down low. Gonna help at 17. Who's gonna win this race? Can Cecilia hang on? Or Jonathan Wong be able to make the pass? He doesn't have a push. Still side by side for too long, but Keller now finally clear. Wong close enough. Looking to the inside. No, he's not close enough. I don't think he's gonna get him. Might try here, just coming off the tri-oval. Nope, not enough time. Josh Cecily takes it at Talladega. Yeah, he had a strong car. And him being held up by that Joe might have helped because he had a lot of momentum. Worked out perfectly in the end. Yeah, I thought that was going to hurt him big time and take him out, but nope. He stayed with it. Worked his way back up. Took the win. Alright, let's take a look at the full race results. So there you have it. Josh Cecily has taken it. First win of the season. Jonathan Wong in the 17 comes up 1 spot short. Didn't have enough push there at the end. Mary Keller kind of got held up there at the end with the 9 car. Couldn't close in. And we'll have to settle for 3rd. Alexander Rowe. Yeah, it's going to be tough beating those Chevys. But a 4th place finish. Still pretty good day. Well, with the 22 blowing up, all those other guys who were trailing were able to get up in the top 5 and top 10 there at the end. So David Newhall, despite crashing out, or not really crashing out, but got caught up in the wreck, slowed him down. He still comes home 5th. Carlos Rodriguez 6th. Brad Cheston 7th. Rosario 8th. Tim Randolph 9th. And Raymond Fisher still managed to get a top 10. Get a 10th place finish. Yeah, all those guys got all those extra spots. And definitely some valuable points for a handful of drivers. And Ryan Butcher only finished 1 spot ahead of Tony Green. So Green will still lead by 2 points. Yeah, no, what am I saying? None of those other guys are going to take over, no doubt, because they all finish below, way below. So it was a gearbox for Sang, and then it was a valve for Campbell Marsh. So, yeah, just like that, 2 guys, well, really just Campbell Marsh being up there, and there was an extra point that they got. Yeah, definitely going to be interesting. So there's a again, just mumbling nothing. Here's the full race results, and then also got Colin Cropley, which we don't know the reason why, because he never crossed the line. So it started, though it's officially stated as a did not start. So, no idea, but we all know it's a mechanical failure. But that is it here at Talladega. 4 more races left till we crown a champion. We'll now take you to victory lane.